Hi guys, and welcome to today's session. My name is Gilles Brito. I'm a psychotherapist, coach, and hypnotist that lives and works in Sudbury, Ontario, Canada. And the question I thought I'd address today, because I get asked that, especially from new clients, is I want to be happy, or how do I get to happy? Which is a really great question. So we're going to address this in a couple ways. The first is really how to set up the framework to get to happy. And the second one is kind of daily activities that will help change your frame in which you see the world. So the first is when clients say that I want to get to happy, I usually say, okay, well, in order to get to happy, what do you want to deal with first? The future, which is fear, or the past, which is usually sadness or anger. Because for a lot of my clients, they either really worry about tomorrow or are anxious, or they have a hard time letting go of past hurts, regret, anger, resentments, which usually involve the past. So a lot of times what I'll just kind of suggest to them is, I want to definitely help you get there, but what issue do you think we need to deal with first? The unpredictability of the future and your high need for certainty? Or is it more dealing with the past and maybe feeling significant once again, or feeling reconnected with yourself or the world around you? So that could be with a partner, a community, a family, or whatnot. But it's by looking at these two directions, the past and the future, and freeing them, so not having any more blocks, that you're able to really rejoice in the moment, which is today. What happens with a lot of people is they spend so much time in yesterday or too much time in tomorrow that they kind of, today is just kind of left in toxicity. Kind of a really gross way to think about this is if you have a foot in tomorrow and a foot in yesterday, you're peeing, or the other one, all over today. So we just kind of look at, what do you think we need to address? So that's kind of the first thing. And usually with that, there's a whole bunch of different strategies that I've used with people, from hypnosis to cognitive behavioral, like changing your way of thinking, which I've done other videos about. It really depends on the person, where they're at, and what the issue is. So the second kind of tip that I want to look at is just kind of how to set up a framework for each and every day. And oftentimes that involves just asking better questions. Now, I'd like to say that I'm the originator of this thought and this breakthrough, but I'm not. I think I've recently posted, or have posted in my videos, that I've gone to see Tony Robbins, and he talks about asking better questions. And by asking better questions, instead of these ones, why do I get out of bed? Why do I even bother? I hate my job. Why do I even go there? Your brain will search for reasons and justifiers to answer those questions, usually using the rational part of your mind, which is most of the time wrong. It just kind of justifies status quo. So if your status quo is that I don't really want to get out of bed, I don't really want to do anything, or a negative state of mind, it'll work hard to maintain that state. Now, the average person has about 22,000 thoughts per day. Now just think about that for a minute. 22,000 thoughts. What if the majority of yours are negative? You can understand how your frame of mind would then be negative. So the task that I was given when I was at my workshop was to just change your frame slightly every day. Now, it is often suggested that you do this activity while going for a walk. Walking is just kind of a great way to start your day, clear your mind, and kind of gives you perspective on the day. Now, you can understand as we work our way through these questions, it's just kind of a great platform for the day, because it sets you in a much different mindset to prepare yourself for whatever may come your way. So the questions kind of flow this way. Like, what am I happy about in my life right now? So what am I happy about in my life right now? And what about that specifically makes me happy? And how does that make me feel? Now, I know for some of my clients, they struggled with this one because they said, well, I'm not really happy about anything. Well, what could you be happy about? And people say sometimes, well, that's just a play on words. But no, it's a little bit more. It's about getting creative and resourceful. So what could you be happy about? Well, I guess I could be happy that my holidays are coming up. Okay. And what would you be looking forward to on your holiday? Well, I'm going to see my best friend. And what about that makes you happy? He or she is a really important part of my life. And how does that make you feel when you're with them? Kind of connected. Okay, good. So you see how you can really kind of change the frame a little bit. So the first question is about happiness. The second one is, what am I excited about today? Same thing. Nothing. Well, what could you be excited about? Well, it's Thursday, so the weekend's coming up. Okay. What about the weekend makes you excited? And then kind of the same thing. So what are you excited about in your life right now? And what about that makes you excited? And how does that make you feel? So you'll see the format around the follow-up questions are really the same. And don't worry, I'll have all the questions written down below in the explanation section. Question 3. What am I proud about in my life right now? So what am I proud about? And what about that makes you proud? For a lot of my clients, it's their sobriety. So I asked specifically, what about that makes you proud? Well, that I've really overcome major obstacles that many people really struggle and are challenged by. Cool. And when you think about that you're one of the very few gifted people, strong people, courageous people that have managed to turn their life around, how does that make you feel? Pretty proud. Yeah. So you can really see how that changes the frame. Next, what am I grateful about in my life right now? Now, gratitude is a little bit harder. I've changed the wording a little bit because clients find this word much more helpful, is who do I or what or who do I appreciate in my life right now? And what about that makes me grateful? So I appreciate my partner because she's loyal, because she's funny, she has the ability to make me laugh, to feel connected. Great. And what about that makes you grateful? I'm grateful that I have a partner who's really kind of a life partner. She's more of a soulmate. Good. And how does that make you feel? Grateful. Okay. What are you enjoying most in your life right now? So maybe it's Game of Thrones, who knows? But what are you enjoying most? Enjoying most that hunting season is open, or that hockey season is about to start, or I'm enjoying most of the friendships that I've recently made, or a course I'm taking right now, whatever that may be. And what about that brings you joy, or that you enjoy? And lastly, how does that make you feel? 2 more left. Who or what am I committed to in my life right now? So what are you committed to? I'm committed to my partner, I'm committed to my kids, I'm committed to my hockey season or my hockey team, whatever it may be. And what about that makes you committed? You know, with hockey, if I give my word, I'm going to play no matter what. And when you have that, how does that make you feel? Or how do other people appreciate that in you? It's still the same questions. And the last one, who do I love and who loves me? And when you think about who do you love and who loves me, how does that make you feel? How does it feel to be loved? And that's it. So with these questions, you can really see that if you're doing about a 20-minute walk, which we've talked about before in how to relieve stress quickly in my stress management video, if you do this for 20 minutes and you shift your focus up and start to imagine how it would be like to have these questions answered, by the end of the walk, you're feeling grateful, you're feeling excited, you're feeling loved, you're feeling much more positive. And so that's a quick way to kind of get you grounded in the moment. Remember we talked, it's not about the past or the future, it's about being right now. So with every step you take, with every breath you take, it allows you to be more in the moment and therefore be more content. So that's it. Just some quick tips today. I hope this has been helpful. I'd love to hear from you. Please leave me a like, a comment, a question, videos that you'd like to see coming. And with that, thanks so much for joining me today, and I wish you all the best. Have a great day.